Hi everyone, it's Robin. I promised that I would share the binding technique that I used for this album. I shared my one, I think the other day or last week, and I got a couple dozen emails and messages asking if I would show it for this one. So it's very simple, but I know everything's simple once you know how to do it. So I'm going to just take a few minutes to share that with you. You can use, now for this album, I used just the scallop square, the Sizzix die. And the only thing that you do, there's two ways of doing it, and all you'll need is just a hinge. You take your length by 2 inches and score it down the middle at 1 inch, and then that will create a hinge. And then all I do is I attach either red line tape or score tape along. Now you leave a little bit of a room, like 1/8 of an inch of room, and just I put 2 lines of the strong adhesive. And then what you'll do is you'll put it, you'll put it, this is upside down to you. You'll put it right here on your piece, and then you'll do the same thing. You'll add 2 lines of adhesive, and then you'll put your next one on top of it, and you'll just keep building it that way. There's a couple other ways. This is the way that, and then you just put your paper, let me see, you just put your paper over it, and then. Okay, so that's one way of doing it, and that is what I used here, and it actually hides the binding. So that's one way. The other way of doing it, if you wanted to just, the only downfall of doing it this way is that you have to line up your edges very, very carefully. But what I typically would like to do is to attach, before I even cut the chipboard, I measure out what my die would need. And then I measure out, for the chipboard, and then also for the pattern paper. And then I just adhere the pattern paper to the die, or to the chipboard, before running it through the die upside down, running it through my Big Shot. That way you get nice rounded edges, and it just has a nice finished look. You can still do that and use this binding technique. The only thing, it would just look like this. It's not as pretty, but if you if you want to use this page as a pocket, it really wouldn't matter, because you're going to put another piece of, pretend this is in half, but you're going to put another piece over it and it would hide it, or you can use embellishments to hide it. A strip of ribbon would hide it. So this would, I would say, be the easiest way, but I've never done it this way just because I tend to be a little fussy with my work, and so I like to hide the binding. But that's all there is to it. And here's one that I have started. It's just a regular 6x6, and I've just rounded the corners there, and you can see that it's just, you take whatever length you want. And I've never used any chipboard or cardstock rather, besides Stampin' Up! To do this binding technique. So and this is good quality cardstock, so I would not recommend doing it with something flimsy. You do want a good quality, but you see how it just comes together. Just a hinge, very, very simple. And then if you want to know how I did my binding technique here, I do have a separate video for that. It's the paper bag. It's I showed you on a paper bag album. But that's my binding technique. Very simple. Not much to it. I know it's tricky, and I've actually had people email me saying that they've stopped the video and paused it, and they just can't figure it out. And it, like I said, everything is simple once you know how to do it. So I'm happy to be able to share that with you. And I hope you have a good time making these. It does give it a nice finished look, and you can use any shape here. You could use a top note shape, but the only thing you would need to do is trim off one of the the decorative edges. But you can use this with any chipboard shape. You would just need to, and like I said, always leave a little bit of a room out there for just the hinges to move properly. But all you just need to do is figure out your length, and then by 2 inches, score it at 1 inch. So I hope that helps you, and I hope you have a good time making these. And thanks so much for watching. And I apologize to those of you who have emailed me numerous times requesting this, and it didn't seem like I was ever going to get to it, but like I said, I do homeschool my kids, so it's kind of busy sometimes. But anyway, thanks for your patience. I hope it was worth the wait for you. I look forward to seeing what you create. Have a great day. Bye-bye.